And that's something I feel passionate about, man. There's so much things. I mean, I did poster from Birmingham, it was the Civil Rights Museum, Memphis. I mean, hundreds of inventions that we did, and it got the invention, the person's name, the date, and the patent number. So long ago, they say we no bitch right now. I mean, everything from the Super Soaker water gun to a golf tee. Bulletproof glass, traffic lights, blood transfusion. I mean, you can't walk through a day on purpose and try to avoid any of the things that we touch. And I'm going to leave this alone. If that shit is taught to the little black kids from kindergarten on up, we walking up like, shit, I'm a fucking genius. You know, I ain't got to call this girl this and that. Come on, I got to copy off this kid face. For real. Just self-esteem, you know, self-worth. So that's my opinion. Going back, that was one of my most recent pieces. That was going to be my first piece. This was inspired by a relative. I got an uncle. Anybody got one of them cool-ass relatives that just got me genuinely cool, not just want to be cool? I got an uncle named Seth. They call him Seth. His real name is Joseph, but when he was younger, they said he worked for some Italians, so they called him Giuseppe. And as black people, we cut everything short, just like a dead word. Giuseppe. That was fucking racist. But Uncle Seth was one of the real cool uncles that finished every statement with, none so much. Riding in the car with him one day, he said, "What?" He said, "Y'all think y'all know something about these women. Y'all let them come up and ask you anything you want to. You got a girlfriend?" He said, "You tell them, look here, that ain't the question. The question is, how much time I got for you?" None so much. And so I ate this shit up. I'm like, oh, shit. I mean, just like this. So I used it in high school, girls. So you got a girlfriend? I said, girl, that ain't the question. The question is, how much time I got for you? You asking about another girl or something? You do like women? The question is, how much time I got for you? Oh, that's right. But what's your name? Yeah. And I'm saying, it's working. So I'm serious. I went off to college. Wait a minute. Pause. From Largo High School. Did I see a Packer shirt earlier? Largo. That's what I'm talking about. I mean to say it. Much love. But so, straight from Largo High to the University of South Dakota. Yeah, way in the middle of nowhere. But girl, oh, you from Florida? Oh, all of my nuts. What are you doing here? I'm on a football scholarship. Oh, all of my nuts. What position? Running back? Oh, you got a girlfriend back home? Girl, that ain't the question. So I use this line, bam, bam, bam. Of course, I come home, spring break. I want to see all old family, friends, and stuff. And when you want to see everybody, where do you go? Church. So I'm at church with my grandmother. After church, we're standing outside. Had seen one of her friends. She was standing out talking to her old lady off the usher board, Miss Hattie Mae Jenkins or something. I don't remember her name, but I just remember this lady, her face. And she said, "Hey, that little John boy, you done got so big. You got kids now, but you married?" I said, "Bitch, that ain't the question." Let me get to the people. Real talk, riding with Uncle Seth. We was rolling and he stopped at this house. And he had me run up to the door and get this money somebody sent him. Now, what kind of hustling he did, I don't know, because I ain't really grown with it. But we had money. We stopped at a little corner shop where they sell the little Malcolm X t-shirts, the fake gold teeth and all that stuff, right? And he let me get whatever I want to, and we just talking to you. All right, man, I'll talk to you later. Ain't give him nothing. He said, "Now you notice I ain't getting down, don't you?" Yes, sir. He said, "Because you know my word." He said, "You know my name." He said, "If you ain't got your name, your word," he said, "you ain't got shit." Amen. He said, "It's going to live on a lot longer than you. How you going to be remembered? Is that cheap motherfucker that never paid anybody back?" No, something else. He said, "Now, I might go there next time, spend $20, go on 50 and walk out with a check." So we got that type of stuff. So between that life lesson with Chuck, this big life lesson, I've never made somebody a promise after that. He said, "Don't make nobody a promise, give me a word." I never made anybody a promise after that. To this day, if I kids that I work with, taught, whatever, I give you my word, I'm going to do it, I'm going to try to do it. Bam. Between that, born in Florida State, made my master's there, seeing the discrepancy of family in Florida State, oh, you think you're better than us, you go to the white school, you go to the black school, you got the kind of rims you got, you know, just broke me down to, I put this poem together called Value, and this is entitled Remember Me. I feel like I've been up for too long, but let me do this piece for you. Using high-interest credit cards and other forms of borrowed money to buy all the bullshit you do, so the next person can see right through that mess, because they're doing the same thing too. Where have our values gone? You see, a man's wealth was once determined by his standard of living, or how well his family was thriving. Now it's all about, nigga, what kind of car you driving? What kind of rims you got on your ride? Let me ask you this, who you got riding passenger side? Is that true friend you can depend on in times of need? Or is it just that nigga who knows where to find that good weed? Is it that girl you plan to make your wife because you have a strong desire to build a love that can't be stopped? Or is it the girl you met last week at the club that was your best at dropping it like it's hot? I guess it could be both, huh? You see, gone is the day when your credit was your word or your name. Now you need damn near 3 references and collateral to get fronted cocaine. We only live for today, not thinking and caring about tomorrow, knowing that you don't intend on repaying half the shit that you borrowed. Now think about it deeply. Do you have a clue that your name is going to live on a lot longer than you? And how you going to be remembered, Jack? That cheap motherfucker that never paid anybody's back? Now you can promise with your finger crossed, and that shit won't last. But if you give someone your word, I don't care if you cross your ass. Your word is your bond, and your word is supposed to stand. And once that was all that was needed to make a deal with a man. So don't make me no promises or even pinky swear, because about all that bullshit, I really don't care.
Amen.
Just give me your word and mean it from the heart. If it's something you can't commit to, just don't go there from the start. Swallow what I'm telling you. It's nothing but the truth. That your name is going to live on a lot longer than you. So how you going to be remembered? Thank you. Much love.